Hello, everyone. This is Southern Bill 74, and welcome to episode 2 of my true crime. Tonight, we're going to be diving into a new story, the state of Mississippi versus Daricka Moore. On a quiet Mississippi night, a family's world was shattered across three homes, six lives, and one relentless path of violence. Tonight, we're going to walk through the timeline, the courtroom, and the echoes left behind of what has come to be known as the Mississippi Massacre. A night that should have ended in rest instead unfolded into one of the deadliest family linked killings in a recent Mississippi history. Three homes, six victims, and a child was sexually assaulted. A community is left searching for answers in the dark. Let's go through a quick timeline of the events. 7:30 p.m., the first 911 call came through. David Hill Road, deputies responded to a home in Clay County. Three adult relatives, Moore's father, brother, and uncle, were found shot and killed. There was no forced entry, no robbery. This was a targeted attack. Shortly after, we go to the second crime scene. A 7-year-old girl who is Moore's cousin is found shot and killed. The presence of the child victim escalates the urgency of the Clay County Police Department. Minutes later, a third crime scene. A local pastor and his brother were found dead with multiple gunshot wounds. Investigators recognized this spree went across multiple family connected homes. Late that evening, there was a sexual assault allegation. A minor reports an attempted sexual battery by Moore, which happened earlier that night. This becomes a major charge in the case. Overnight, a countywide manhunt happens. Roadblocks are set up. Agencies are coordinated across Clay County. Witness sightings and the 911 timestamps map Moore's moments. Around 3 o'clock a.m., he is arrested. Moore is taken into custody without incident. Six people are dead, a child is sexually assaulted, and a community is shook. Now we're going to transition into the courtroom. By sunrise, the horror of the night has shifted into something colder, something official. The back roads of Mississippi gave way to the fluorescent lights of a courtroom where the state has prepared to lay out their case against Daricka Moore. Arraignment and charges. Moore enters the courtroom. Here are the charges: 6 counts of first degree murder, 1 count of attempted sexual battery of a minor, and there are additional charges tied to the multi scene spree. Bond is denied due to the severity and the number of victims, and the sheriff's department feel like the community would be at risk if bail was given. The prosecuting side gives their side. They argue that the killings were intentional and targeted. Moore moved methodically from home to home. All the victims were related or close family associates, and the attempted sexual assault only escalated the violence. Now let's look at the defense's side. The defense suggests that Moore was in a mental or emotional crisis, possible intoxication, or instability. This spree was chaotic, it was not premeditated. This sets up a central conflict: intent versus instability. Let's look at some of the key evidence. There's ballistics linking one weapon to all six killings. The 911 call timestamps show rapid movement. Testimony from the minor victim, crime scene documentation, and the findings from the autopsy all concern and confirm close range gunshot wounds. Witness testimony. Family members describe the victims and the shock of the night. Investigators walk the jury through the timeline and the arrest. Medical professionals explain injuries and trauma. The judge's role remains to order, protect the minor victim's testimony, and ensure that the proceedings remain controlled and respectful. In a case this devastating, the courtroom becomes more than a place of law. It becomes a place where a community tries to understand the unimaginable. Thank you for joining me in this episode of True Crime with Southern Belle 74. If this story has moved you, share it. Follow my show. I do a broadcast on my podcast on Sundays. And join me the next time as we continue to go through these true crime stories. My very first episode covers the Ramika Meeks Blackman case versus the Quadasia Holly Johnson. That's the first episode. You'll find all my links down in the description. Please like, share, and subscribe to both of my channels. My main channel is Southern Belle 74, and this channel, Let's Talk About It with Southern Belle 74, that focuses on true crime stories. Until we meet again next Sunday, take care.